was too less competition in China, and with this less competition, efficiency is also lacking. And efficiency is one of the driving factors for education, for using the material best, using the time best, and using all resources best. When we think about the education, then we can see this in three main areas: engineering, production, and assembly. And the ranking is also about the importance, because in this engineered system, all the decisions, all the brain work, and all the main things have to be done in the engineering department. This is very similar to mechanical engineering. When you make the drawing, when you make the specification, all the main things are set. The way to the success is there, or if not, production and assembly cannot correct what isn't made right in the engineering department. And so the focus must be to see the precast system as a system where all the main decisions have to be made in the engineering department. Then production and assembly, this is more about efficiency, about quality, and about these things. But as said before, what isn't decided at number one, the other departments cannot correct it. They can only make the best out of it. And what we also learned from Europe, with 10% more effort in the engineering, you can save up to 30% in production and assembly. Here's a workflow where you see the whole precast system, how it is done and how it is made. And you see number 0, 1, this is, and 2. These are the main things about decisions and all the things. And then 3, 4, 5 to 7, this is more, they have to follow all the decisions made in the first step. And as you say, it's a circle. Everything is linked together. And this is the difference to traditional ways to build, where you have, in certain stages, freedom, where you can make decisions or you can make things. In precast, this is maybe one of the reasons that for existing companies from cast in situ, it is very hard to change to the precast system. Because changing to the precast system means not only buying machines, this means a change in the whole organization of the company. You have to give the company a new direction, how to produce prefabricated. And if you don't do this, you cannot get all the benefits, because you lose between the levels, you lose a lot of energy, time, and money. Coming to the factory, this is also kind of circle. And here we just talk about efficiency of workers, because in the new carousel production plants, this is like manufacturing conveyor line of cars or whatever. And there, every minute, every second counts. And the better the work is prepared, the better informations are prepared, the more time is left over for the worker to do his work. And if you give workers too much or wrong information, they will lose time just by finding out what to do, how to do it. And I think you heard it yesterday, so the new ways is to have screens, to go away from paper and to give the information step by step. Because the easier for the worker it is to see what to do, just give the information which is necessary for the different step, not give all the information. Because giving all the information means the worker will lose from a cycle time of 10 or 15 minutes, 5 minutes just to orientate what to do, how does it look like. And the idea is just give the information. And this can be done in a visual way, or maybe in the future also that the work as an earphone, and then get the information in an audio way to say, look, this is your work, this is what you have to do at a certain station. And don't care about the station before, don't care about the station after. Just make your work and send the table to the next station. Here again, the different departments, also about the importance. Architecture gives us the form, the shape of the building. And this is number one, because if architecture is fixed, less changes in the appearance and in the form of the building is possible. When this is done, we have to think about building system. And there is also no borders between the departments. They have to work close together and not to see that the architect sees the structural engineer as a natural enemy. They have to see themselves as a team to get the best out of it. And all the successful companies that we are helping worldwide, they see this as a linked process, that you can only get the best out of the material with the most savings, with the best quality and with the best appearance, that all these departments have to work together. And this is an iterative process to find out what is the best appearance, building system, and also how to prepare data, prepare information for the production. The production itself, it is more industrial approach, efficiency, what Kaizen, whatever is possible, just to do the best out of the information you get, what you have to do. Stockhyard, transport, logistics, assembly is also. This is the approach, this is the outcome from the framework which is done in the engineering department and architectural department. In Europe, the training is maybe made in a different way. Why? Because due to these 50 years of development, it was easy that the companies, they have the experience in the company. They learn with the system and they develop. So in Europe, there are no special education centers necessary. Why? Because when you come from university or whatever, you go to the company and you have all the skills, you have the basics, and then you get this training which is required to understand and to use precast. You get this direct in the companies. And this is very widespread. So universities, they just make the basic that you have, and then the next level is then training direct on the job, which is possible because there are so and so many experts. They are using precast over the years, and also, as I said before, true to the competition between the companies, it is also a competition of education. When you come in a good company, they will tell you, look, you have to use this, and we are better than our competitors. And so all the young staff which comes in a company gets a super education on efficiency and everything, because this is part of the success of the company. When we see what do we have to do in China, I think there is not 50 years time to do this, to make this approach. So we have to do this on a more systematic approach, and I hear figures that we have to educate about 15,000 engineers every year if the precast system will be spread out over China. And for this, we have to have a very systematic approach. We have to take the engineers with the skills and then see them as a team and say, what do we have to do now? We have to learn now how to use precast as a system, architecture, structural engineering, and also production. Because at the end, when you make the design, you always have to think, can this design that I made, this connection, can it be produced in the factory in an efficient way, and can it be used on the building site in an efficient way? Is it the structural ability there, the building physics, and all these things? And ignoring this in the design phase means a lot of problems in the other phases below. I hope I could help you a little what to do, but I think it is necessary to do this because, as I said, precast, think about concrete, but this is a different way to think and a different way to build, not just another building material. Thank you very much.